Again, it's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida. Kind of late in the day. I had Expressionist Art Studio in the backyard, and I just recently picked up some matte black primed canvases from Michael's that were on sale. 18 by 24s to be exact. And this is my lettuce pan lid that I'm going to throw a bunch of colors in. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do anything. I'm thinking I might use beads. I will probably skewer. I don't know if you can see that over there. I'm a little nervous about putting it right in the middle of that canvas right now, but let's do that anyway. I've got colors, lovely colors, that I have not tried to use up. I do believe that I will use a scoop. Wait. Scoops. Hobby Lobby, $2.99. Dollar store shovels, $1, come with a bucket. I've got other stuff. I've got a butter dish around here somewhere I haven't seen for a while that I used to love to use all the time. All my paints have Floetrol and Gac 800 in them to keep them from cracking. That's what the Gac 800 does. The recipe is below the video in the description. You'll find it pretty much consistently on every one, as long as I remember it, and it wasn't too far back in the beginning. I did recently do one of these with just silver and gold and pearl and black, and I liked it so much that it made me want to do it again. My paints have been sitting outside waiting for me to come back for about an hour while I uploaded some videos, so they're very liquidous. They might be a tad different than they would be if I had just brought them out. I have no rules as far as color goes. I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm not putting any silicone in, especially since I can't find it right now anyway. I look for it, but I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. I just want brights and funkiness, and where's the color I want? It would be helpful if I had cleared my tips so stuff would come out. I haven't used much red lately, and I want to use some red. And I have a beautiful pink. Yeah. And all this is going to get shoveled up. And the last time I did, the last painting I did not use enough paint. So this time I'm going to make sure I do. And if I can see it, I can scoop it. And if I can scoop it, I can lay it down. Oh, I love that. The one thing I always forget to use is yellow. But I don't think I'm going to forget since I'm talking about it already. I see it. I see it from here. This is just another one of those every color of the rainbow type gigs that I like to indulge myself once in a while. What am I missing? I am missing two things. I'm missing my Prussian blue, which I did put Deco Art pouring media in. Oh, there goes a painting. The wind is coming up. It's a lovely afternoon. It's still pretty warm in Florida in September, I gotta say. Yeah, let's do a lot of that. The only problem with the squeeze bottles so far that I can see is if you want a mass of color floating on the surface of anything, you can't necessarily have it unless you work hard at it. Like put it in another container. I think I need both black and white on that, and then we're gonna start something. And I had some white pearl, and there it is. There's my white pearl. There's my white pearl with a cap on it. Yeah, why not? Everywhere. We don't know what the pattern's going to be like. I have another color gold that I wanted to throw in there. Where is it? Good question. Nowhere to be found. You know what? There's no green in there. And I often forget green. Let's put a little bit of green in there. I don't think that can hurt anything. It does seem like the orange is very much sunken away and missing, so yeah, that's what I was missing. That's what I want right there. And since I'm still playing and having a good time and the red seems to be gone, let's put it back. And if I need something after I start to scoop and I don't have it, then I will probably, that's a metallic purple and it's awfully pretty. And then I will add it in. So, there's the white. Yeah, do I? No, I don't. There's a little more turquoise. Seems like I need black. But I think what's going to really happen right now is that I'm going to move this off of here. And I'm going to contemplate my next move, which is going to be to grab a shovel. And there wasn't anything on there. I guess that's where we're starting. I keep thinking about how I want to start this. Starting without any colors in the way would be perfect with me. You can use your shovel when you get one, and you can just dip it right in. I haven't done this style for a little while, and it really is one of my favorites. It's just so dramatic. If I catch it soon enough, I may be able to tip some, but I'm not sure that that's going to be the way it goes. And since the colors are so pretty, just leaking right out of my shovel, and I want the one thing I don't have, a Princeton Catalyst Art Tool spatula to excavate the remaining paint from my shovel. And since I don't know where that, and it's love bug season, so if you hear me squawk, it could be something to do with that. Now I got myself another Princeton Catalyst tool, this little pointed thing, and I like it. I just started using it. I can steal paint from wherever I want. When I want to, if I'm so inclined. I have a wet rag handy. And I see that I'm going to want some more orange in there, and so I'm going to just put it in there right now. And I'm loving that orange so much, I'm going to join it with some more. Yes. And maybe I'll use up that paint, and maybe we'll have another painting shortly. Alright, so I have an almighty colorful batch right there. And I don't know, I've painted a canvas black, but I haven't used one of these particular canvases. I want to experiment with shapes. I also like to drip some of that paint right down over the side so it continues the pattern and leaves the painting cohesive. Also, lots of times the colors in there are beautiful, so I'm just going to go ahead and indulge myself in whatever I feel like doing at the time, which includes letting my shovel empty out and scraping the colors out and using the corner, she said optimistically, create more marks. If I get too frisky, I might make mud, and I don't want to make mud. But at least it'll be shimmery mud at this point, because everything in this pretty much has a golden product called Iridescent Pearl Medium in it. And I'm having a good time. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I didn't see that before. I like that red, and I don't use enough red, and I hid the red on myself. Really? It can't be gone. There it is. And sometimes I just do stuff because I can. Because I can. Because I can. Because I can. Yes, I can. And it's late in the day. I said that. That's why I'm weird. No, I'm always weird. Never mind. Especially when I'm talking to no one in particular and you in general. Alright, let's get some of that paint out of the way. I'm just rambling. I'm just having a really, really good time. Where did the orange go that was just there? I think the oranges turned into my theme. Oh, I did make up another tool like I said I would. Oh, that's a lot of paint. In this case, it's about the pattern. I'm going to just run that right along there. See what I can get out of there. Dip my shovel right in again. Just experiment, see what we can get. Why not? I'll tell you why, because we can. Yep. Sure. I know, I see I got a little schmutz over there, but tip that up and let the colors run right off. Use my shovel to make a shape. And maybe I'm just going to keep doing that for a minute. I'm going to find some turquoise. I want some turquoise right there. And every time I dip my shovel, it makes a new pattern, so that's pretty neat. I'm liking that. Let's see what happens when I do a bunch of those right over here. Because I can. I think I might be out of your shot. That's okay. I always come back. I never leave you hanging for long. I appreciate your patience with me. At least my head's not in the camera view as much as it used to be. I want some of that to go right over the side. I want some of this to go right over here. And I think I'm just going to keep doing that as long as I can get paint to come down. Having some fun. Should have wiped my shovel out. But when I get drips on the edge, I can always wipe them over the side. I'm going to take, go figure, some more orange. And maybe this time I'm going to grab a little scoop like this. And I'm going to go in from the side. And that's not a bad thing. Got a little mud. Orange is notorious for muddiness. If you mix it with anything, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some yellow and be crazy and scoop in from the front. Hope it doesn't sack. I'm not sure about that. Just going to grab some more paint. Not minding my little splooges. They're okay with me. Spontaneous drips. They're accidental dots, basically. That's not horrible. It's kind of interesting so far. Kind of miss using my skewer on stuff a little bit. I'd like some kind of interesting cohesive pattern, but I'm just sort of flying by the seat of my pants now, so there's no promises of anything extraordinary. Just having some fun. And I think if I gave myself a chance to think about it for a little bit longer, it might be a little different. You can't tell. It seems like I got a bunch of paint on that area. I think I'm going back to my shovel. That scoop just doesn't seem big enough to satisfy my paint lust. Alright, so if I tip this down a little bit, everything runs. Yeah, of course it does. What made me think it wouldn't? So in that case, we didn't do much harm. But I am going to use my catalyst spatula and play a little bit and drag some paint. And my dots became something else. That's okay. They usually wind up reminding me of undersea scenes, and not just me either. So basically I see I've got some beautiful purple, and a place I want to see it is right there. So I just pick it up from my dish on my spatula And the same with anything else I want to see anywhere else. Just pick it up from my dish and basically use it as a writing implement. Yeah. And maybe, just maybe, yes I can. Cool. Maybe I'm just going to keep playing for a while, because it's fun to do. Because every time I do this, I learn something new about how things work. Like so. Pick up that yellow. Yeah, that's not bothering me. I think I want to join that up. I'm really inclined to try not to spill too much, but to use my little shovel, which you really can't see right now because it's just just splattering stuff. Let's see if I can put it over here. Let's do a little more of that. Because we can. Yes, okay, so I am still loving the orange, and I still have a minute left. So it's looking a lot like, if I want to show you how things work out, I'm going to have to come back. And I would prefer not to have to do that. To you, oh, come on. I really want to spin this around. If you want to help me out, there's Patreon and PayPal donation buttons on my YouTube header, because I have no other income than this. So your contributions go a long way to keeping me making videos. I appreciate all the contributions I've had so far, but they don't go forever. I appreciate the conversations I have with you guys a lot. I hope you never stop talking to me. It's cool. There's lots of questions answered, and my fluid acrylics paint pouring mix is underneath the video. The recipe is right there. There's a Pinterest link and a Facebook page album that will take you to the wet and dry artworks from YouTube. I think I'm almost done, and I'm not unhappy with what's going on. Me and my shovel. Cool. Alright. If I torch, I'll be torching very carefully to get rid of bubbles and try not to light my canvas on fire. We have very little time left. This is Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery saying thank you for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video. And if that timer goes off and I'm still doing stuff, you'll understand what that is. I think it's just going to get a lot of dots. Yeah. And I'm hoping that I have more than a moment left. And I'm thinking what would be really cool is to take my bamboo skewer. Whoa, okay. So I guess what we get something other than I was expecting. Let's just meld it. Make another texture. Pretend it was supposed to be there the whole time. If I've forgotten anything, just watch another video and you'll figure out what I forgot to tell you. Oh, Amazon link. Helps me every time you buy anything there. Right under the video. And thank you all for stopping. And welcome to all my new subscribers. This might look a little different when you see it again. But not much. Okay, well that's cool.